Who the hell could like this? How come people want it back? I honestly think the only, and I mean only reason people like this show was because their parents would have let most kids watch it because of how edgy it was.
Why must I explain this to you? People didn't like this just because it was edgy. People like myself enjoyed the jokes, the premise, and the execution, and then how much work actually went into the series. The characters were likable and funny. And, of course, what Dib went through, a lot of people could relate to. And not to mention the fact that there is Gur. Yes, Gur. The cute, lovable, psychotic robot who pretty much said some of the most insane, off-the-wall, out-of-left-field crap that people enjoyed.
Seems to me, rather than parents not let their kids watch it because of its content, they shouldn't let their kids watch it because the series is crap. I 100% agree with whatever little DST Coyote 22 has said in his Nicktoons rant about this shit. There's no character development, no storyline, no plot that hasn't been done before.
1. It's a comedy. There's very little to no character development in comedies because they're designed to make you laugh and not kind of make you think about your perspective on life. If you want character development, then stick to Outlaw Star and Full Alchemist. 2. What do you mean there's no character development? Were we watching the same show because Zim becomes less aggressive, as does Dib, whereas Dib would react heavily to loss in each battle that he had with Zim. And as in the case of the episodes of Mega Doomer and Zim Eats Waffles, Dib's reaction into losing his evidence to Zim being an alien and was rather mild in those 2 episodes. Gaz becomes a little more accepting of the fact that there are aliens, but she still doesn't care less, or she still couldn't care less about the whole aspect of it all. 3. Yes, there is a plot. Do you not know what a plot is? A plot is a series of events comprised in a story. If you paid attention to the series, the plot would be each and every episode Zim would try and attempt to take over the Earth, only to get foiled by his own incompetence, or Dib, or vice versa. Dib would try to stop Zim's plans only to fail. That is the plot of the series. How can you not notice that? Now, I can see you saying that the plot is weak and predictable or cheesy as hell, but saying that it's non-existent kind of makes you come off as an idiot. Also, seeing as how you aren't an anime fan, much like myself, you should understand the aspect of reoccurring themes. Within every single genre of entertainment, comedy, romance, action, mystery, what have you, you are going to come across the same theme more than once. What should really matter is how well the theme is executed. Is it as predictable as it could be? Are there some kinks and twists thrown in there that make it different from all the other stories in its genre? Did the artist successfully interpret the setting, the genre, in their own unique style? These are the things that should matter.
I mean, there were way better things on television back then in '01. After school, like, let's say Outlaw Star. Honestly, people remember one of the shittiest cartoons in history next to Ren and Stimpy.
You're gonna knock on Ren and Stimpy too, huh? Also, you do know that Ren and Stimpy first premiered in 1989, the year after me and everyone else who was my age was born.
Fondly, but hardly anybody remembers Outlaw Star.
Speak for yourself. I remember that show as clear as day. It was one of my favorites. Hell, I even had the entire series on DVD. Plus, I'm pretty sure if you bothered to attend a convention or two, you'd come across many otaku who remember Outlaw Star.
You know, now I would like to see Gene Starlin kick the crap out of Zim now.
So this is what people think of whenever they hear the term otaku. Oh, man. I've never been ashamed to be one before.
I would love seeing an awesome character from an awesome anime I love beat the tar out of one of Nickelodeon's worst mistakes. Yeah. All in all, Invader Zim gets a -5 out of 10 from me. I mean, there were better edgy and dark comedies like South Park and The Simpsons.
-5 out of 10. You're worse than Darkness, the Cursing Confused Matthew. Also, of course South Park and The Simpsons are more edgier. You forget the aspect of a little something called demographics. The Simpsons and South Park are targeted towards adults. Invader Zim was targeted towards individuals 12 and up. See the huge gap there?
Things got shitty. So bring it on, fanboys and fangirls. If One Piece fans couldn't get me to shut up about my top 5 One Piece mistakes made by Oda and Toei, what makes you think you will? Mr. Punch Drunk 1, out.
Well, while I'm not here to shut you up, I was merely doing this to, provide a little edumacation. Also, there's one point I neglected to make in the midst of this video. Why the heck people want this shit back? I don't know if a lot of Invader Zim fans are aware of this, but while Johnny Vasquez and his crew were in production, there were a lot of episodes left unfinished, such as the trial, which is where Zim was taken back to Earth to undergo a trial for all the crimes he had done. The second was the Mopiness of Doom, where Zim and Dib become friends or decide to call it quits on the whole dueling each other thing. Dib goes on to be a scientist, and then it ends up with them just deciding to be enemies for the rest of their natural existence. They were also intending to explain the origins of the character Mini-Moose, but due to time constraints, they ran out of time, so they just crammed in the explanation in the final episode, The Worst Xmas Ever. Also, for closing thoughts, Mr. Punch Drunk 1, if you are going to make a rant or a review about a show you don't like, please use some valid points that your viewers can understand. That way you won't get so many hate comments up your butt. So anyway, this is Demonic Crimson signing out, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a nice day.